Hello everyone and welcome back to the 100 Lion Last Defense Academy Let's Play. The last time a lot of stuff happened, like our fridge burned down, we got no food, and then we went out exploring, trying to find food, and Takumi got bonked in the head, and then we were found by this guy, and we were brought to the second to last Defense Academy. So, yeah, it's real. It is actually real. And, we met these three lovely characters, and now we have to break to him that Sirei is dead.
Well, it's kind of a long story. I guess it all started when...
But before I could go on, the door to the gym swung open, and a bright, cheery voice cut across me.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Huh? When I heard it, my whole body tensed up and my heart started beating like crazy. I knew that voice. Up until recently, I used to hear it practically every day. But it couldn't be, could it? I had to know. I turned to face the door. When I saw who had just walked in, my heart beat even faster, so fast I thought it might burst out of my chest.
Sorry it took so long. I hope I didn't make you worry.
Hi.
Of course we worried. How many times have we told you not to venture beyond the school without an escort?
I'm sorry. I just thought I might be able to find some kind of clue, no matter how small. I haven't given up on Moko yet. She's got to be out there somewhere. It's you! Wow, you're finally awake. Are you feeling better? We've been taking care of you the best we can, but it was starting to seem like you'd never come around.
Mr. Sumino? Something the matter?
Karua.
The moment I said her name, the dam broke. I couldn't hold myself back anymore.
Karua! You're alright? What are you doing here? They haven't been making you fight too, have they?
Let me go! What do you think you're doing? Grabbing my hand like that?
What do you mean? What's the problem? I'm just so happy to see you, Karua.
And why do you keep calling me Karua? I have no idea who that is.
Huh?
I think you've got me confused for someone else. I'm not this Karua person you keep talking about. My name is Nozomi Kirifuji. See? Our names aren't even similar.
Nozomi Kirifuji. Nozomi? She's not Karua? Did I make a mistake? No, that can't be right. You look exactly like her. Your hairstyle is a little different, but your voice is exactly like I remember it. How could two completely unrelated people be so alike? You are Karua. Just gaslight her. Now stop fooling around. You got me, okay? You've had your fun, so please just... Before I could say any more, a metallic sound rang out, and the next thing I knew, somebody had a blade pressed to my throat. Stand down, Sir Takumi. Oh god. Voices, no. Be forewarned, my holy Jumanji sword is a sacred blade that actively seeks out the blood of the wicked. I am not one who decides who I cut down with it. The sword has a mind of its own. Hence I ask the holy Jumanji sword, is this young man our next target? Does he possess a wicked heart? Oh, he totally does. The wickedest. Haven't we met somewhere before? Oldest pickup line in the book. I've seen fraudsters with cheap suits sucker in tons of helpless victims that way. And let's not forget the impropriety of touching a girl without her consent. Why would he do that if not to stain Nozomi's fair head with his own fluids? What kind of fluids? Be a decent kind, trust me, Kyoshiko. You'll be doing the world a favor by separating this oaf's head from his body. That's quite enough. There will be no beheadings here today. Mrs. Sumino, I really must insist that you calm down. This young lady is Nozomi Kirifuji. She's a member of this unit. None of us have ever heard of this Karua you speak of. You've got it all wrong, old boy. It's time you accept that. I was wrong. you're not... They're all saying this girl isn't Karua. Is it true? Do they just look the same? How is that possible? They're completely identical. What is going on here? Things are making even less sense than usual. What do you say, Mr. Sumino? Feeling a little less frantic now? I can't believe it. I won't. But if I keep pushing it, they'll only think I'm unstable or dangerous and try to lock me up. Or worse. I need to be smart about this.
Hey!
Sorry. I made a mistake. I guess I got carried away. I'm still a little out of it from whatever knocked me out, and you look so much like this girl I know. Seeing her, well, you, after all this time, I couldn't help myself. I wasn't thinking straight, I'm sorry. It's okay. You just took me by surprise, that's all. There was no real harm done. I don't blame you for being confused. I'm sure you've been through a lot. You shouldn't be so lenient with him, Nozomi. This is why unattractive commoners like you get taken advantage of. You're always so quick to see the worst in everyone, Kurara, including me, apparently. If you forgive him, Lady Nozomi, then the holy Jumanji sword need not spoil blood today. A true warrior fights for justice, not blind revenge. With a flourish, Kyoshika finally sheathed her sword, and I breathed a sigh of relief. Sheesh, why is she carrying a katana around anyway? Because it's cool?
Oh.
Yeah, the girls can be kinda intense. You gotta be careful around them. You do a little thing like walk around the school naked and suddenly everyone's all off with his head. What kind of degenerate wanders around this public space in the buff? Don't you have any shame? You were letting it all hang out. Toss aside, I'll never forget. Let's change subject, shall we? Mr. Sumino, I think it's time you told us what you're doing here. What's happening over at Lost Defense Academy? Oh, right, I almost forgot. I pulled myself together and told everyone that we've been through what we've been through in the last few weeks. About Sirei being dismembered and hidden in the ruins, about Hiroko taking over as leader, then going missing, about us being drugged and losing all our food, and finally about how we'd gone out to search for new supplies, only to be caught in the storm, and how it got knocked out at some point. That just about covered everything. Wow, man, that's heavy. Sounds like you've really been through the ringer. Probably because they're all useless peasants on that side. You know, like Kyoshika. Useless. Together with the holy Jumanji sword, I'm the finest swordswoman in all the land. Has it been hard for you all this time? Well, you know, we made it work somehow. The way she acted when she was concerned, her facial expression, the tone of her voice, they were all just as I remembered them. I could try to tell myself Karua and Nozomi were different people, but with all these similarities, my brain would never accept it. You even let your commander get eliminated right under your noses. Just how dense can you possibly be? Oh. Good grief. I think all this info has been too much for Nico. Wake up, you pathetic lump of scrap metal, or do you want to take a one-way trip to the recycling center? After a merciless barrage of whacks on the head from Kurara, Nico finally seemed to regain his senses. The Honorable Sirei, killed, dismembered. No! How did it happen? Did the invaders get into your school somehow? We think so. That's the only explanation I can think of, anyway. If their stealth units are anything like the ninja of yore, winning this war will be even harder than we anticipated. The holy Jumanji sword agrees, by the way. By the way, you don't have to tell us everything your stupid source says. You're ruining the flow of the conversation. No! Sirei, my honorable Sirei! How can this be? And you, quit your blabbering! I crack open your head and restore your factory settings. Blah. Anyway, now that I've told you how things stand on our side, can you tell me more about this school? There's still some stuff I don't quite understand. First of all, this school's called Second to Last Defense Academy, right? Do you also have something you're fighting to protect from the invaders? Yes, in a sense. You have a closely guarded defense room, just like the one at your Last Defense Academy. These brave young people have been tasked with keeping its contents safe from... How does it go? Ah yes, from the vile and barbaric enemy. There's a defense room here as well. And what's in that room exactly? All I've heard is that it's something that will mean the end of humanity if the invaders get it. Yes, indeed. Humanity's future prospects without this particular asset would be grim, to say the least. It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and ensuring a chance for future generations to thrive. World death? What's that? I beg your pardon? You don't know about world death? Didn't the Honorable Sirei tell you? This is the first time I've heard of it. What is it? What does it mean? Oh dear, now I've put my foot in it. If the Honorable Sirei didn't see it fit to share this information with you, what right have I to contradict him? Just tell me he wanted to tell us and then he died? To get it out of me with such underhanded tactics, have you no honor, sir?
Hey!
You mentioned it first. The Honorable Sirei would never have let this happen. I blame my inferior specs. But there's the loss you'll hear of it from me. I'll not fall for your tricks again. You must have the authority to tell me now that Sirei is gone, right? So what's the problem? No, it doesn't work that way. Superior officers' orders must be obeyed unless explicitly rescinded. Guess that's all I'm getting. World death. Sounds nasty. But what is it? Some kind of natural disaster? Or the name of an organization, maybe? And whatever's in the defense room is the key to defeating it? Or them? I have no idea what it could be. But if there's one here too, why do they only have 4 people protecting it? If you don't mind me asking, is this your entire unit? You've been fighting the invaders with just the 4 of you? There were 5 to begin with, but our 5th member sacrificed herself during our last battle. Sacrificed? At our school we can't die in battle. Isn't it the same here? Oh no, we have a revival medic and corpse recovery drones too. Bringing our fallen comrades back isn't an issue. But this one wasn't killed. She allowed herself to be taken prisoner by the other side. The invaders take prisoners? She was too far away for the drones or the revival medic to be of use. By now, they're probably... Don't say it. Moko is alive. She has to be. Moko. Yes, that was her name. Moko Mojiro, a most considerate and kind-hearted student. By which she means she had a disgustingly positive attitude. She never hesitated to throw herself in harm's way to keep the rest of us safe. If it wasn't for her, the school would have fallen to the invaders by now. We all owe her our lives. Lady Moko had the heart of soul of a true hero. Without her, we are like the 47 Ronin without Oishi. I told you she's not dead. She's still out there somewhere. She wouldn't give up that easily, so I won't give up on her. I find her and get her out of whatever invader prison they've taken her to. So in answer to your earlier question, yes, it's just the 4 of them defending the school now. That seems kind of small. We started with 10 people at our school. Oh yes, there's a reason for that. You see, the difference between your school and ours is... Oh my, that was a close one. You almost had me leaking confidential information, you cunning trickster, you... Seriously? All I did was ask a question. We may be a small number, but we make up for it in other ways. Everyone here is an elite fighter. On the other hand, I'd wager there are students at your school who are still a little green on the battlefield, yes? That's true. Even I'm not used to it yet. They're all elite fighters. Even her. Karua, a seasoned fighter at home on the battlefield? I don't see how that could be possible. Maybe Nozomi really is a different person. There are other differences between Lost and Sekoto Lost Defense Academy as well. For instance, we don't have any undying flames here. What? So there's no wall of fire? Alas, no. After all, the thing generating the flames is... another close one. Just tell me, you fucking stupid... You'll get no more secrets out of me, you scoundrel. How many times are you going to do this? Anyway, because of our weaker defenses, the enemy attacks here are that much fiercer, but everyone's done a spiffing job of fighting them off. Of course we have. We're the only ones who can. You sound so calm about it. Didn't you ever have any doubts? Weren't you confused, being brought here and forced to fight? Sure, a little, But it's what we were sent here to do. It's our mission.
Huh?
Our mission? We're representing all of humanity in this war that chose us, above all others, to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural that we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. Missions, responsibilities. There's a lot of serious stuff going on here. The Karua I know would never talk like that, even in a mess up situation like this. Save the inspirational speeches, Nozomi. We've been through all this before. This is a textbook case of noblesse oblige. As one who stands at the peak of society's upper echelons, it's my duty to protect the ignorant masses. Of course. Sorry for getting carried away. Nay, your speeches are a delight, Lady Nozomi. They never fail to fill me with determination. Same. We were all on the fence when we first arrived, but you soon had us rallying around to fight the good fight and whatnot. Then you convinced me it'd be a good experience for my future hits. Wow, it sounds like the debate on whether or not to participate went in a totally different direction over here. And all because of Nozomi. No one in our academy ever tried to frame the war as a mission or responsibility or anything like that. We only concentrated on how unreasonable it all felt. I'm amazed she was able to put such a positive spin on it. Is something wrong? No, sorry, it's nothing. She and Karua may look and sound the same, but I'm starting to see how different they are personality-wise. It still doesn't explain all the similarities, though. So, what are you gonna do now, Takumi? Huh? You could stay and fight the invaders with us if you want. It'd be nice to have another guy around. Not because I'm planning on checking you out in the bath or anything like that. I don't know where you get such an idea. You have something to share with the class? I mean, if I'm gonna sneak a peek at your body, I want it to be a lot more exposed than that, you feel me? Nothing about what he said makes me want to stay. Really? Naturally, it would be an honor to have you join our ranks, but I'm afraid that simply won't do. We have a plan in place, and we need to stick to it. I'll be returning you to your own academy. You will? You mean I can get back to Last Defense Academy from here? Yes, indeed. By using a certain transport method, we can be there in less than a day. What transport method is that? Why, the school bus, of course. We have a special model parked in our garage. What? Like an actual bus? Why do we have one of those? Sometimes it's necessary for us all to travel further afield for special missions and the like. Ugh, that was meant to be classified information. I can't say anything around you, can I? I'm just going to ignore that. At any rate, it sounds like I'll be going back soon. Honestly, I don't know how to feel right now. I'm worried about the others, of course, but this will mean leaving her too. We can give you some of our surplus food supplies to take with you. That is why you ventured out in the first place, is it not? Alright, thanks. That'd be a big help. Isn't that taking hospitality too far? Why should we waste our hard-earned supplies on this funny page's reject and his goofball friends? That's rich coming from someone like her. We need everyone at both academies to do their part, or all our efforts will be for naught. What does that mean exactly? Losing the Honorable Sirei will be a considerable blow to the war effort. It means we'll need to completely overhaul our strategy going forward. You mean Sirei was the one in charge of everything before? I guess he's too afraid of leaking any more secrets that he's just not going to answer. When are you going to leave? Right now? No, I think it's a little late in the day for that. We need time to get the supply packages together too. Let's set our departure time for tomorrow morning. Does that work for you, Mr. Sumino? Yeah, that's fine with me. Tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll be able to talk with Nozomi more before then. I need to be sure about whether she's really Karua or not. I won't feel right about leaving if I can't get that straight first. All this time, my main reason for fighting has been so I could see Karua again. And now... Hey, peasant! Take those filthy eyes of yours off Nozomi! Huh? I see the way you're looking at her. The way your gaze roams up and down her legs is painfully transparent. You're already fantasizing about all the indecent things you want to do to her, aren't you? Pervert, degenerate, archmage of immorality. What? No, of course not. You'd better lock your door tonight, Nozomi. You wouldn't want this leech casting his sploosh spell on you. I can guard for you. I will cleft this miscreant in twain at the first sign of trouble. Well, this stings. Don't sweat it, man. You know how girls love threats of violence. How about you come grab a bite with me tonight? Maybe after you can come back to my room, and I'll demonstrate some of my favorite give you a relaxing massage.
Hey!
I think I'll pass. If I couldn't talk to Nozomi, I wanted to be alone. I took some food back to the room that had been assigned to me and ate it there. Damn. No matter how much I tried to relax or distract myself, there was only one thing on my mind: Nozomi. The resemblance was uncanny. She and Karua could be twins. No, it went even beyond that. Apart from the hairstyle, their appearance, speech, and body language were exactly the same. It couldn't be a coincidence. All the logical argument in the world wouldn't convince me otherwise. Then again, Nozomi is so calm and stoic. Karua would probably be freaking out if she were here now. And if she really were Karua, why would she hide it from me? What if she has amnesia? Could that be why she doesn't know me? I can't let it end like this. I can't just leave without finding out the truth. I'd be sitting on the bed, but I got up now. It was time for action. I have to clear this up, or I'll always have it hanging over me. I have to talk to her, alone. If I have to get cleft in twain to get to her, so be it. I can always come back with a revival-matic anyway. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what Nozomi has to say. Here I go. Mustering up the courage, I made my way towards the door. But right as my hand fell on the doorknob... Uh-oh. What, an alarm? There was no doubt about it. It was the same blaring siren and flashing lights I'd seen and heard so many times before. Enemy attack! The invaders are coming!
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
The little guys attack. Suddenly I was in fight or flight mode. My heart was racing, my blood was pumping, my whole body was trembling. I threw the door open and dashed outside. Oh. I know I said I wanted some time alone with Nozomi, but this was hardly the time or the place. Are you going to fight with us, Takumi? Huh? I kind of ran out of the room without thinking, but... yeah, of course. I can't just stand by and do nothing. Thank you, I really appreciate it. The attacks have been getting worse lately. Will you be fighting too, Nozomi? Huh? Well, yes, naturally. That's the reason I'm here, after all. It's up to all of us to fight to keep humanity safe. Karua's more timid than most people. A real scaredy cat. She'd go out of her way to avoid any kind of conflict. Even a place like this, with so much on the line, she'd never have chosen violence so easily. Calling it the natural thing to do, that's something she'd never say. Are you okay? You're looking a little pale. I'm fine. It's embarrassing to admit this, but... I've never liked sirens. Ever since I was little. Huh?
I don't like sirens.
But I just have to get over it. This is no time to freak out. Nozomi raised both hands and gave her cheeks a little slap. Okay, that should do it. You sure you'll be alright? Yeah, don't worry about it. Besides, the others are probably in the war room already. We shouldn't keep them waiting. You're right. Let's go. Without another word, Nozomi and I headed to the war room. Oh my goodness, good gracious, another enemy attack. Everybody remain calm. You're the one who needs to calm down. Forgive me, it's just I've barely had time to recover since the last one. I'll be counting on you all to do your best out there. That includes you too, Mr. Sumino. Before we start, I just want to check. Can you revive a medic, bring me back if I die out there? Oh yes, the DNA records are shared between the two schools and will work for any student from either academy. The same goes for the ones at the main campus. Okay, good. It looks like this could be a tough one. There's a lot of invaders out there and no wall to keep them out. Oh, weaker defenses makes us an easier target. They're even more aggressive about attacking than they are at Last Defense Academy. Time for another round of meaningless killings. You're breaking my heart here. So why do they have less people defending this then? I mean, even if they are elites, like, you'd think they still have more people defending the school if it's, like, more vulnerable, right? Don't let that discourage you. The Tokyo residential complex is depending on us. Nico, I'll be expecting something sweet when this battle's over. Have it ready by the time I get back.
As you wish.
Kashiwa mochi and kombucha tea for me, please. As you wish. You're such an old lady, Kyoshika. Why don't you try some maritosi for a change? Mary what? Oh, you've never heard of maritosa? How out of touch can you be? What a freak. Of course I know it. I've gazed upon them many times. Window shopping is for cheapskates. You can't access a pastry's worth just from looking at it. Break it up, you two. We can try a bunch of different snacks together later. But first, we have to deal with the invaders and make sure we still have a school to come back to. Don't worry, we can do it if we try. I guarantee it.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki. I guarantee it.
Well then, I suppose we should get started. Defensive battle? Initiate!
Stab yourself. Damn. Wait. She got her own transformation, what? Why did Nozomi get a double transformation? That's crazy. Whoa. Loading. Damn. Shovel?
Is everyone ready to begin? Miss Kirifuji, is your artificial class armor working all right?
Yes, no problems here.
Artificial class armor?
Yes, it's a long story, but mine is a little different from yours.
Different how?
Let all enemies or all allies are annihilated. Okay, I like how we don't even answer the question. Okay, well, what do we have? Recovers 1 HP to allies within 8 spaces when user moves. Okay, that's crazy. Attack +2 against lone enemies. What is that? Wait, how do it? What is this? What are you? Oh, you're one of the bears from the first mission. I remember. What do you have? Special biology. Attack +2 against enemies with status effects. Recovers 3 HP to structures within 8 spaces when user moves. User's movement is not hindered by terrain, I guess. Terrain or other units. Okay. But, I mean, you guys knew this was coming, right? But before we actually start and fight this battle, we're gonna have to end this episode because that's just how it goes. I didn't even mean to record this one. It's just, after the last conversation I couldn't save, so I was like, well, just one more then. Oh man. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!